What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, now let's talk about it. Cryptocurrency is a scam. The stock market is a scam. People got all their doggone money invested into these things. They trust in these different platforms, trust in these different markets. See what happened on Friday. People lost their butt. Some people were crying on the internet, making videos saying, I lost everything. Lost thousands. Some people lost millions. People lost a lot of money on Friday when the markets crashed, when the markets tanked. People saw it in real time. We saw it in real time. Emotions are all over. People are frantic. People are nervous, upset, so forth and so on. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is your sentiment. Maybe this is how you're feeling. So many folks are having this feeling. They're saying, you know what? Crypto is a scam. They're saying, you know what? The stock market is a scam. People has been saying this for years and years and years. I remember before I first got into investing, I used to hear, oh, the stock market is a scam. You don't want to get into it. Then cryptocurrency came about. I got into crypto, made a lot of money in crypto. And when I try to share crypto with people, oh, that's a scam. Oh, no, I don't invest my money. So this is the reason why a lot of folks have been saying for years, I don't trust these markets. No, I'd rather keep my money in the bank. But a lot of times people get tricked out of understanding what and how to grow wealth. Yeah, we're going to have market manipulations like we saw last Friday. Did it feel good? No, it did not. But is cryptocurrency is a scam? Is the stock market a scam? I wouldn't say it's a scam. I'll just say that it is heavily manipulated. Let me go ahead and get this out the way before YouTube come after me. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto, any stock. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. But we've experienced one of the most massive cryptocurrency crashes, probably the largest cryptocurrency crash that we have ever seen in the short lifespan of cryptocurrency. What the heck happened? Why did it happen? My phone was ringing, people calling me. I couldn't answer all the phone calls. Coach, look at this play. Coach, why is the market dropping? Coach, I just lost $20,000. Coach, I just lost X, just lost Y. Everybody lost money on that day. Portfolios were drained. Declines were happening left and right. So I got the phone call, I said, man, opened up my portfolio, opened up the market. I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. I saw Bitcoin 107. I said, oh man, what the heck is going on? Opened up my portfolio, saw other altcoins bleeding. I said, well, damn, only one thing for me to do. If I believe in the 4-year cycle, if I'm trusting the 4-year cycle, tough as it is, I gotta buy. So I opened up my portfolio. The one that I was able to get my hands on the fastest, started to try to make some buys, looking at these prices while they were down 20%, 30%. Let me go ahead and buy a little bit here. I'm trying to buy and the doggone thing wouldn't take. It said blockchain error or something like that. So I'm trying 2 times, trying 3 times. It finally went through. I go to the next play. Oh, this play's down too. Same thing. I'm trying 2 times, 3 times. The transactions would not go through. There were a lot of movement. People were trying to buy. People were trying to sell. The blockchains, they said, was a little bit clogged up. A lot of my transactions still went through. I was on pins and needles, but I said, you know what? Whenever this has happened before, I only saw this happen one other time, and I believe that was 2021 maybe, when the FTX situation happened and the market just tanked. Didn't know what to do then. I was one of the ones that was selling. Now that I got a little bit more experience under myself, we went through Liberation Day in March and April when the markets declined. What did we do? We bought during those dips. We were buying Ethereum $1,400. We were buying a lot of the other stocks as they dipped. And we recovered, pulled back, made profits, etc. So I said, you know what? I got to go ahead and buy these dips because it happened before. We've seen it before. We've seen when they do their market manipulation thing. So we can't beat them. So we have to learn how to try to play the little weird games that they play. Did they reset the market? Look like they may have tried to reset the market. We've been in cryptocurrency for years. These guys only been in it for months, maybe a year. We were able to get very low prices in a lot of the crypto. Look like they intentionally reset the market so they can go ahead and get in some low plays that we were able to get in, some low prices. Resetting the market right before the bull market is Bush League. But they got the power to do it. They've been doing it for years. All the best thing we can do is continue to navigate like we know how. They're going to try to fake us out, going to try to make us panic sell, going to try to raise our emotions to 10. And that happened on Friday. A lot of people emotions skated up to 10, tapping out. People were selling while the market was dipping. And I get it. If this is your first time in cryptocurrency, you never experienced this, you saw the market declining, let me go ahead and sell. That's what I did during the FTX crash. Saw the market decline, I started selling, not knowing that that was the wrong thing to do, selling low. People were selling low, just trying to take out any little bit that they can from those particular positions. Flash crashes happen, they don't happen too often. That was a doggone flash crash. Probably a little bit more than a flash crash, but it was a very heavy flash crash. A lot of people will call it a wealth transfer. That is how wealth is transferred. Wealth is transferred from one hand to another when the market tank. People sell and people buy. That's called a transfer. Someone's selling, someone's buying. People were trying hard as they can to sell. People were selling XRP under $1. And guess who was buying? People were buying XRP under $1. Transfers were happening. And we're talking about wealth. People were buying wealth. People were selling wealth. Wealth transfer happened on Friday. These guys bought low, bought big bags. They're expecting to hold these things. They're going to run it up. Making money like they have been doing, taking money like they have been doing. A lot of the exchanges were halted because there was a lot of transactions going on. Understandable. It happens all the time whenever a lot of traffic gets to moving. But that's one of the main reasons why folks fear the market. Folks fear cryptocurrency. Folks fear the stock market. A lot of people, we're living paycheck to paycheck. Ain't nobody got time for this, like that lady said. Nobody got time for this. Watching my doggone portfolio, wondering when and if these market manipulators are going to tank the market, are going to suck out the hard working money that I put into these quote unquote investments. I'd rather keep my money in the bank. I'm cool. Yeah, I know y'all keep saying you make wealth in the stock market, but I'm hearing about too many crashes. Uncertainty, nervousness, emotions will get the best of you. Still heavily invested. Did we lose money on Friday? Yeah, we lost a lot of money on Friday. But like any other dip, what I always do when I see the dip, I like to face it head up. If you dip down, I'm going to buy you at your lowest point. I'm a dollar cost average in those dips like we have been doing all year. So on Friday, we were trying hard as we can to buy as much as we can of those dips. Bitcoin dipped down 10, 11%. I think one of the exchanges showed Bitcoin hit $102,000. Went from $123,000 down to 103, 102. Lost $20,000 in a flash. But that's cool. That happens. Cryptocurrency is very volatile, but at the same time, when it gets volatile in the upper direction, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go up $20,000 in one day. So that's the good side about it. Altcoins got destroyed. Saw some altcoins that was down 50%. Altcoins down 40%. XRP under $1. Who would have ever thought you would have saw XRP under $1? We talking about XRP getting their SCC case withdrawn. We talking about XRP ETFs and all that kind of stuff. XRP under $1 is the last thing that anybody would have betted on. We saw SUI 50, 60 cent. Massive dips, massive drops. Kind of looked like a bear market, kind of looked like crypto winter. That is what a bear market looked like. So that people were saying, well, damn, is that the start of the bear market? Are we in the bear market for altcoins to go down 50, 60%? Bitcoin down 10, 12% in the flash. Looked like a bear market. Was that a one-day bear market? Typically, what happens after a bear market? We see a recovery. But this is wow. This is a massive manipulation that we definitely experienced. A lot of folks are upset. But typically, when you see the crashes create the foundation for a bull run. Are the crashes tough to watch? It's tough to watch. It's tough to experience. But typically, the crashes create the foundation for the next pump. So we were dollar cost averaging in, buying the dips. Take a look at the market right now. We're up 5% in Bitcoin today, which is excellent. Bitcoin $115,500. Bitcoin dominance 58.80%. We saw the Bitcoin dominance above 60% on Friday. Ethereum back up today. Ethereum up 13%, which is excellent because Ethereum was down 18%. Now today, Ethereum's up 13%, back in the $4,000 range, $4,160. Oh, what a difference a day make. Ethereum dominance 12.81%. Friend Greed index is at 51. But, we took a chance. When the market was dipping, we were buying those dips on Friday. I've been paying attention to my portfolio, especially those plays that I was buying a dip on. Some of the plays that I was able to access and get a hold of, I'm trying to think in real time because it was happening so fast. Which plays should I get? What should I do? I've said, you know what? Let me get some of these plays that are over there on that Robinhood platform. Let me get some of these dang meme coins that they got listed over there. If they listed on Robinhood, I know that they are going to attract a lot of attention over there. How do coins run up? By having more holders, by having a lot more attention. So some of the plays I got into on Friday, now take a look at those plays. Dog with hat. My position on dog with hat from Friday, I'm up 27%. Because I was understanding the process. I was understanding what was going on. I was able to identify the manipulation of the market. My position in Bunk that I bought on Friday, I'm up 17%. What else? PopCap. My position in PopCap up 15%. My position in Moodang, I'm up 20%. My position in Peanut the Squirrel, I'm up 13%. Those were the ones I was able to buy on this platform. My position on Troll, up 8%. So, so far, so good as far as the recovery. Was it scary? Oh, it was scary on Friday. Nobody knew what to expect. We didn't know if we were going to go down further than that. But I said, you know what? I'm going to have to ride this thing down. If they want to send it to zero, let's go. I'm going to go to zero with you. One phone call, a young man said, Coach, I done lost $35,000. I'm like, man, I'm not going to even open up my portfolio because I know I lost thousands also. But what I am doing, this one portfolio I got open, I'm buying. I'm taking advantage of these dips because I got to be able to offset some of these losses. And then once we get through the recovery, we're in the recovery process now. The stock market opens up on Monday. The Dow Jones was down 800, 900 bucks. Hopefully that can see a recovery also on Monday. But that was just a horrible thing to experience. We're in October. Nobody expected this. This is Pumptober. People were expecting October to be bullish. Nobody was expecting a flash crash. Not in quarter four. We just had the doggone FOMC interest rate cuts. Well, nobody expected no doggone crash, maybe a little bit of a dip or something like that, but a flash crash caught everybody by surprise. Joe, just because he mentioned the tariffs and Trump, that had nothing to do with it. I know you wouldn't sell because he mentioned something about the tariffs in China. That was a market manipulation. People got together on Thursday and said, you know what, on Friday, we about to do the food. And that's what they did. So hopefully they got their bags or they were able to get their entry levels at a low enough price to where they can be cool. Leave the damn markets alone. Let us continue this journey that we're on. Y'all already got enough money. You guys are billionaires. Let us small folks try to partake and participate in a little bit of this wealth grab. Q4, end of the month, we still got another FOMC meeting. Expected interest rates to be cut. We still have several altcoin ETFs that are on the table for October. Hopefully those decisions can be positive. If we get altcoin ETFs approved, if we get FOMC interest rates cuts, that could be very bullish for our portfolio. It could be very bullish for Q4. But people are going to be on pins and needles. People are not going to be holding any little bit of profit. People are going to be taking. They're going to say, you know what, I'm not dealing with this no more. Yeah, I wanted to make 5X, 10X, 15X, but man, you give me a 2X, give me a 3X, I'm out. Because I'm not dealing with these jokers. I build up my portfolio, and then in one day, a doggone flash crash, they can wipe me out. Nah, sorry about that. So a lot of people are going to be having that sentiment. We went live immediately after it happened. We got a nice cryptocurrency community, so we were able to gather, talk it out. It's always good to have somebody to talk to when you are going through situations like that. So if you guys not on the Patreon, come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community, and we would love to see you over there. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.